Jason Hook from Alice Cooper. How's it going with the new album? Along came
Well,
Inspiring.
yeah, I wasn't too involved in the record, to be honest with you. I mean, it was something that had been started before I got in the band, you know?
So how long have you been in the Alice Cooper group?
I came on board May of last year,
Alright.
and they were working on the record up until May, and then decided to put it on the back burner because we had a tour to do, or they had a tour to do, and so I came in at the last minute and joined the group, and I guess when we got off tour in December, they started working on it again in January.
How crazy are the tours with Alice Cooper?
How crazy are the tours with Alice Cooper? Not crazy at all, to be honest with you.
So there's no crazy fans that go?
There's lots of crazy people, like clinically diagnosed crazy, but I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say there's any sort of like debauchery or any sort of like crazy activity or crazy behavior. Everyone's pretty professional, and we're just out there working, you know.
And you played with Lee Aaron in the past?
I did, in fact.
So how was that? Did you live in
How was
Canada
that?
for a time, or?
Yeah, I mean, well, we she asked me to be in her band. I was actually I'd worked with her and John O'Bainey on the Emotional Rain record, and I was in my own band at the time, and I had we'd just been signed to Elektra, so when they asked me to come out and tour, I couldn't do it, but I would have. I mean, they were really fun people and great to work with.
And you played with Vince Neil. How was that?
That was awesome.
I'm sure it was.
That was a lot of fun. Now you want to talk about crazy behavior? That was by far probably the most fun I've ever had in a band. So Vince is just really fun to be with, and he's all about having fun all the time.
So for Alice Cooper concert, you're coming to Halifax in October in Nova Scotia, there, Canada. And you ever toured Nova Scotia before?
Yeah. Yeah, I think so. Halifax. Yeah, I was there.
What group was
in
it?
05.
With who?
A female pop artist.
Hilary Duff?
I didn't say that, but you did.
So, your musical background, who's your idols and stuff, who you look up to in music? You've been in Guitar World a few times?
Yeah, I like, probably my favorite guitar player growing up was Richie Blackmore.
Richie Blackmore?
From Deep Purple. I think I listened to him and was heavily influenced by him. And, of course I was listening to a lot of Kiss, so I was listening to Ace Frehley, So I would say maybe Ace Frehley and Richie Blackmore.
So you're more into Richie Blackmore and Ace Frehley, so you're not into Yngwie Malmsteen and stuff like that since they were big into Richie Blackmore?
Not really. I mean, Yngwie was sort of a disciple of Richie. Isn't he a Richie Blackmore influenced guitar player?
Oh, yes.
I mean, I can fully appreciate Yngwie. I mean, his technical ability and his playing is unbelievable. But I never really got into Yngwie as far as his style. I guess it was just too over the top. I did like Eddie Van Halen. So
yes.
Definitely when I was in my teenager years, I had a healthy diet of Eddie Van Halen.
Another question, for the tour of this coming up in October with Alice Cooper, how big is the tour? I've heard that it's going to be the biggest tour in 10 years or something like that. Like the stage setup, is it very big?
Yeah, I think, to be honest with you, I don't know what we're doing.
No?
I haven't,
okay.
I'm not sure what we're using. We took a stage set. I'm in there looking around for you. Sorry. I took a stage set we took a stage set out on tour last year, and I know it was all brand new.
Really?
So, and that's probably what we're bringing up to Canada. Sorry, I'm just in my car here. So that's probably what we're using in Canada, and it did have a lot of new stuff, a lot of new props, a lot of new stuff in it. So, it's a pretty good show, I think.
I'm sure it will be. Are you on the...
He's hanging himself this year in Canada.
Oh, he's hanging himself. Long time we didn't see that. The last time I would have seen that would have been in the Killer album.
Right.
With the picture, right? So you guys are doing mostly the old stuff?
Mostly, yeah.
So you're going to be like doing mostly of the original Alice Cooper group?
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Well, that's a good treat to have. And you ever meet any former Alice Cooper members?
Dennis Dunaway?
Yes, bass player.
I think he opened for us one time somewhere.
Really? And how is
he had his own band or something.
Excuse me?
I guess he was playing in his own band or whatever?
Yes.
Well, just that, I have my own record out that's available on Amazon.com or my website.
JasonHook.com?
JasonHook.com. The album's called Safety Done. And I'm working on a second record right now. It should be out by the summer.
And how's that coming out? Are you touring with that also?
Not likely. Not right away. I'll be with Alice Cooper for the rest of the year, and then maybe I can get out on my own after that.
So how's your CD sales compared to like on the internet? That's mostly where you sell your product right now.
It's been good. I mean, my expectations are realistic. I'm not going to be selling tens of thousands of copies. So it's just nice to be able to create something from scratch and on any level. It's a good feeling. I like to stay creative. It's important for me.
Oh yes, we know. And your CDs, like they sell. What's your best market? Is it iTunes and stuff like that to sell it? MySpace?
It's on iTunes, yeah. I originally had just released the CD on my website, but then later on got picked up by a distribution company, so now it's available on most of the internet shopping spots. Amazon, Barnes & Noble, Best Buy, stuff like that, iTunes, Okay, perfect.
All right, Jason?
All right, thanks, brother.
Hey, no problem. You have a good night. Or a good afternoon. See you later.
Okay, buddy.
Bye-bye.
Bye.